Shalom, I am Rabbi David. Today, I am going to do something I have never done before on this channel. I am going to take you behind the curtain of my own life. I am going to share a deeply personal story about a time when I was completely stuck financially and spiritually, and the exact 30-day protocol I used to break free. People look at me now, and they see the success. They see the business school, the students, the impact, but they do not see the years of struggle. They do not see the nights I spent staring at the ceiling, wondering how I was going to pay the bills. There was a period in my life where no matter how hard I worked, I could not get ahead. Every time I made a little bit of money, an unexpected expense would wipe it out. I was exhausted, I was frustrated, and I was beginning to lose my faith. I realized that my approach to wealth was entirely reactive. I was constantly putting out fires instead of building a solid foundation. I knew I needed a radical shift, so I turned to the ancient wisdom of my ancestors. I designed a strict 30-day protocol based on 3 foundational Jewish practices. I committed to doing these 3 things every single day, without exception, for 1 full month. What happened next completely transformed my financial reality. Today, I am going to give you that exact protocol. The concept of a 30-day transformation is deeply rooted in Jewish tradition. In the Jewish calendar, the month before the high holidays is a 30-day period of intense spiritual preparation. The great philosopher Maimonides taught that human character is not fixed, it is shaped by repeated action. He explained that if you want to change who you are, you must force yourself to act differently until the new behavior becomes your second nature. 30 days is the minimum amount of time required to break an old pattern and establish a new spiritual frequency. I knew that if I wanted to change my financial output, I had to change my spiritual input. I had to stop acting like a victim and start acting like a creator. This is the fundamental difference between the wealthy and the poor. The poor believe that their circumstances dictate their actions. They say, "When I have more money, I will give to charity. When I have more time, I will study. When my life is less stressful, I will be grateful." The wealthy understand that the exact opposite is true. Your actions dictate your circumstances. You must give to charity in order to create wealth. You must study in order to create time. You must be grateful in order to eliminate stress. The 30-day protocol is designed to force you into the actions of a wealthy person, regardless of your current bank balance. And for those who are truly serious about accelerating their journey, for a limited time, I am opening the doors to the Torah Millionaire Business School for just $299. This is where I unveil the complete Torah wealth system. It is the full architecture of ancient wisdom applied to modern financial transformation. The doors are closing soon, so check the link in the comments. The first practice in my 30-day protocol was the mastery of the morning. For years, my morning routine was a disaster. The moment I woke up, I would grab my phone. I would check my emails, look at my bank balances, and read the news. Before my feet even touched the floor, my mind was already flooded with anxiety, demands, and the chaotic energy of the world. I was starting my day from a place of deficit. I was letting the world dictate my emotional state before I had even brushed my teeth. This is how most people live, and this is exactly why most people are broke. They are entirely reactive. The Talmud in Tractate Barakot teaches that the very first words a person should speak upon waking are the Modeh Ani prayer. It is a simple declaration of gratitude. I offer thanks to you, living and eternal King, for you have mercifully restored my soul within me. Your faithfulness is great. I decided that for 30 days I would not touch my phone, I would not speak to anyone, and I would not think about my problems until I had said the Modeh Ani. But I did not just mumble the words. I sat on the edge of my bed, closed my eyes, and forced myself to feel the gratitude. I forced myself to acknowledge that the simple fact that I was breathing was a miracle. I visualized the breath entering my lungs as a direct gift from the Creator. This practice completely rewired my brain. When you start your day with absolute gratitude, you cannot simultaneously feel scarcity. You cannot be thankful for your life and terrified of your bills at the exact same moment. Gratitude and fear cannot occupy the same space in the human mind. By mastering my first waking thought, I took control of the emotional tone of my entire day. I stopped reacting to the world and started commanding my own energy. I noticed that when I started my day with Mode Ani, I was less easily triggered by bad news. When a client canceled or an unexpected bill arrived, I did not spiral into panic. I had already anchored myself in the reality of abundance. This emotional stability is the prerequisite for financial success. You cannot make brilliant business decisions when your nervous system is in a state of constant alarm. The second practice was the daily discipline of tzedakah, or charity. Now, when you are struggling financially, the absolute last thing you want to do is give your money away. Your ego screams at you to hold on to every single penny. You tell yourself that you will give to charity once you are rich. But the Talmud in Tractate Bava Batra teaches a radical principle: tzedakah saves from death. In the Kabbalistic understanding, this does not just mean physical death. It means the death of your potential, the death of your business, the death of your momentum. Poverty is a form of spiritual stagnation. The only way to break stagnation is to create flow. I committed to giving tzedakah every single day for 30 days. It did not matter how much I gave. Some days it was $20, some days it was just $1. The amount was irrelevant. The action was everything. I placed a charity box by my front door. Every morning, before I left the house, I dropped a coin into the box. This physical act was a daily declaration of war against my own scarcity mindset. It was my way of telling the universe, I am not a victim. I am a provider. I have enough to share. Within the first week, I noticed a profound shift in my psychology. Because I was acting like a wealthy person who had money to give, I started thinking like a wealthy person. I stopped obsessing over what I lacked and started looking for opportunities to create value. The daily act of giving broke the dam, and the flow of abundance began to return to my life. Let me tell you about a student of mine named Simon. Simon was a freelance graphic designer who was stuck in a cycle of feast and famine. He would land a big client, make some money, and then go months without any work. He was constantly stressed and constantly hustling. I challenged him to take on the 30-day protocol. He was extremely resistant to the daily tzedakah practice. He told me he could barely afford his rent. How could he afford to give money away every day? I told him to give a quarter, just 25 cents a day. He agreed. For 30 days, he woke up and said Mode Ani, and he put a quarter in a jar before starting his work. Around day 20, something shifted. He realized that his desperation was repelling clients. Because he was so anxious about money, he was coming across as needy in his sales calls. The daily practice of gratitude and giving had quietly dismantled his desperation. He started approaching his calls with a calm, detached confidence. In the final week of the challenge, he closed 3 major contracts, securing his income for the next 6 months. The protocol did not magically drop money into his lap. It changed his frequency, which allowed him to attract the money he was previously repelling. Let me share another story about a woman named Miriam. Miriam owned a small boutique bakery. She worked incredibly hard, baking from 4 in the morning until late at night, but she was barely breaking even. She was exhausted and resentful. She felt like the universe was punishing her. I introduced her to the 30-day protocol. Miriam struggled the most with the morning gratitude. She told me she was too tired to feel grateful at 4 in the morning. I told her that was exactly why she needed to do it. I told her to stand in her dark kitchen before turning on the ovens and say the Mode Ani out loud. I told her to thank the Creator for the strength in her hands and the flour in her pantry. She committed to the process. By the second week, her resentment began to melt away. She stopped seeing her work as a burden and started seeing it as a privilege. This shift in energy was palpable. Her customers could feel it. The atmosphere in her bakery changed from stressed to joyful. People started lingering longer and buying more. She also started putting $1 in a tzedakah box every morning. This simple act of giving broke her scarcity mindset. She realized she was not a victim of the economy. She was a conduit for blessing. By the end of the 30 days, her daily revenue had increased by 40% simply because she had changed the spiritual frequency of her business. The third and final practice of the protocol was the daily immersion in ancient wisdom. The great sage Hillel taught in Pirkei Avot, "Make your Torah study a fixed practice." In the modern world, we are constantly consuming information. We listen to podcasts, we read business books, we scroll through social media. But most of this information is shallow. It is tactical, not foundational. I realized that if I wanted to build generational wealth, I needed to anchor my mind in eternal truth. I committed to studying one piece of Torah wisdom every single day for 30 days. I did this before I checked my email and before I started my workday. I would read a passage from the Talmud, a chapter of Proverbs, or a teaching from the Kabbalah. I did not just read it, I studied it. I asked myself, how does this ancient principle apply to my business today? This practice gave me an incredible competitive advantage. While everyone else in my industry was reacting to the daily news cycle, I was operating from a foundation of thousands of years of proven wisdom. I started seeing patterns that others missed. I started making decisions based on long-term principles rather than short-term panic. The daily study of Torah sharpened my mind and elevated my business strategy. It taught me how to think critically, how to analyze complex situations, and how to negotiate with integrity. When you study the Talmud, you are studying the greatest legal and ethical minds in human history. You are training your brain to see multiple perspectives and to find the hidden truth in any situation. This is the exact skill set required to build a massive financial empire. Let me give you one more example. A man named Benjamin came to me. He was a mid-level manager at a logistics company, and he had been passed over for a promotion 3 times. He was bitter and angry. He blamed his boss, he blamed his colleagues, and he blamed the corporate system. I told him to stop complaining and start the 30-day protocol. Benjamin was skeptical, but he was desperate enough to try. He started waking up with Modeh Ani, giving a small amount of tzedakah, and reading one chapter of Proverbs every morning. The wisdom of Proverbs hit him like a ton of bricks. He read verses about the destructive power of gossip, the importance of diligence, and the value of a calm spirit. He realized that his own bitterness was the reason he was not getting promoted. He was toxic to be around. He used the 30 days to completely overhaul his workplace behavior. He stopped gossiping. He started helping his colleagues. He approached his boss with solutions instead of complaints. The transformation was so dramatic that the senior executives took notice. 2 months after completing the protocol, a new director position opened up, and Benjamin was the unanimous choice. The protocol did not change the corporate system. It changed Benjamin, which made him undeniable. By the end of the 30 days, my external circumstances had not completely changed. I was not suddenly a millionaire, but my internal reality had been completely transformed. I was no longer a victim of my circumstances. I was the architect of my destiny. I had replaced anxiety with gratitude, scarcity with generosity, and confusion with clarity. And because my internal frequency had changed, my external reality quickly followed. Opportunities that had been blocked suddenly opened up. People who had ignored my calls suddenly wanted to do business with me. The financial leaks in my life were sealed, and my income began to grow steadily and sustainably. This is the power of the 30-day protocol. It is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It is a systematic rewiring of your spiritual and financial operating system. It works because it addresses the root cause of poverty, which is spiritual disconnection. When you are disconnected from the Creator, you are disconnected from the source of all abundance. You are trying to run a massive machine on a tiny battery. The 30-day protocol plugs you directly into the main power grid. The Modeh Ani connects your heart to gratitude. The Tzedakah connects your hands to generosity. The Torah study connects your mind to divine intelligence. When your heart, your hands, and your mind are all aligned with the frequency of the Creator, financial failure becomes impossible. You become a vessel that is capable of holding massive amounts of wealth without breaking. But I must warn you, the resistance will be fierce. When you commit to this protocol, your ego will fight back. On day 3, you will wake up exhausted and you will want to check your phone instead of saying Modeh Ani. On day 7, you will look at your bank account and your ego will scream at you not to give tzedakah. On day 14, you will be too busy to study Torah. This resistance is not a sign that the protocol is failing. It is a sign that it is working. The resistance is the old, impoverished version of yourself fighting for survival. You must push through it. You must treat these 3 practices as non-negotiable laws of physics. You would not try to negotiate with gravity, and you must not negotiate with the protocol. The breakthrough always happens on the other side of the resistance. I want to challenge you today. I want you to commit to this 30-day protocol. For the next 30 days, do not touch your phone until you have said the Modeh Ani with deep, genuine gratitude. For the next 30 days, give some amount of tzedakah every single day, even if it is just a coin in a box. And for the next 30 days, study one piece of ancient Jewish wisdom before you start your work. Do not negotiate with yourself. Do not skip a day. Treat this protocol with the absolute seriousness it deserves. If you miss a day, you do not get to pick up where you left off. You must start over at day 1. That is how serious this is. The universe is watching to see if you are truly committed to your own transformation or if you are just playing games. When you prove your commitment through consistent, unbroken action, the universe responds with consistent, unbroken blessing. If you commit to this process, I promise you that you will not recognize the person you become at the end of the month. You will break the chains of scarcity and you will step into the flow of true, sustainable abundance. You will stop chasing money and you will start attracting it. You will stop surviving and you will start building. This is the exact process that took me from a place of deep financial anxiety to a place of absolute spiritual and financial certainty. It is not magic, it is the application of eternal laws. Tell me in the comments below if you accept the 30-day challenge. Write the words, "I accept the challenge." I read every single comment, and I want to see who is truly ready to do the work. If this video inspired you to take control of your spiritual and financial destiny, subscribe to this channel. Next week, I am going to reveal the forbidden Jewish prayer that the Kabbalists use to unlock massive abundance. It is a teaching you will not hear anywhere else. Remember, your transformation begins the moment you decide to change your daily actions. Shalom. And until next time. And if you are truly serious about accelerating your journey and applying these principles at the highest level for a limited time, I am opening the doors to the Torah Millionaire Business School for just $299. This is where I unveil the complete Torah wealth system, the full architecture of ancient wisdom applied to modern financial transformation. The doors are closing soon. The link is in the comments.